Over 20 lives lost in northwest Nigeria isn't just a local tragedy, it is a profound wake-up call for the entire African continent. While the international media often paints a one-sided picture of turmoil, we are looking deeper at the resilience of the Nigerian spirit and the complex geopolitical forces shaping the Sahel. In today's deep dive, we aren't just reporting on a headline, we are analyzing the structural challenges that many African nations face as they strive for sovereignty in a changing global order. We will break down the root causes of banditry in the Northwest, examine the role of regional instability, and discuss why the push for internal security is the cornerstone of Africa's rise. We are moving past the surface-level narratives to find the truth about Nigeria's resolve. To understand today's tragedy, we must look back at the evolution of insecurity in the Sahel. For years, the Northwest has been plagued by banditry, a complex web of cattle rustling, kidnapping for ransom, and organized crime that feeds off regional instability. This isn't a new phenomenon, it is a systemic issue fueled by decades of economic marginalization and porous borders. When we look at the history of this region, we see a landscape where local communities have had to become incredibly resilient in the face of external pressures. Some critics argue that these issues are symptoms of broader global shifts, similar to how debates over trade and influence like those seen in comparisons between Mexico versus South Africa or the shifting dynamics of South Africa versus India reflect how emerging economies are navigating a world that is increasingly trying to balance Western interests against local priorities. Today, the reports from Al Jazeera confirm what many on the ground already know: the violence in the Northwest remains a grave challenge. The loss of over 20 lives is a heavy price to pay, and it highlights the urgent need for more robust, localized security infrastructure. But here is where we must be careful with our perspective. While Western media often focuses only on the numbers, they frequently overlook the grassroots mobilization occurring within these communities. These are not just victims, they are people fighting for their land, their livelihoods, and their future. Like this video help more Africans see this story. It is vital that we share the full context of our struggles to ensure a unified voice for the continent. Let us look at the key players involved in this struggle. We have the federal security forces, local vigilante groups, and the regional and international actors who watch from the sidelines. The fundamental question remains, who is actually providing the long-term solutions? While Western nations offer aid, it often comes with strings attached that can undermine African sovereignty. By contrast, there is a growing movement toward Pan-African security cooperation, where African nations look to their neighbors for protection and stability. This move towards self-reliance is exactly what defines the Africa Rising narrative. This brings us to the broader Pan-African implications. Nigeria is not just a country, it is the heartbeat of West Africa. The stability of the Northwest is inextricably linked to the stability of the entire region. When we talk about Africa Rising, we are talking about the ability of our nations to solve internal conflicts using local intelligence and regional cooperation. We are seeing a shift in how African leaders view security, moving away from dependency on foreign powers and toward building domestic capacity. This is the same spirit of defiance seen in other emerging markets globally, where nations are demanding respect and autonomy in their own backyard. What does this mean for Africa's future? It means that every challenge faced in Nigeria is a catalyst for growth. Each hurdle overcome strengthens the resolve of our people. The transition from being a continent defined by its struggles to one defined by its solutions is happening right now. We are moving toward a future where African security is managed by African hands, and where the narrative of instability is replaced by a narrative of transformation. Subscribe for honest, Pan-African analysis you won't find on CNN or BBC. We are uncovering the truths that mainstream media ignores. As we look ahead, Nigeria stands as a testament to what it means to be resilient. The road is not easy, but the destination, a sovereign, secure, and prosperous Africa, is within reach. Check out this next video where we discuss how African technology is leapfrogging Western systems in the fintech space. I want to hear from you. How do you believe Nigeria can best achieve long-term stability in its northern regions? Let me know in the comments below. Your voice matters in this conversation. Let's keep building together.